It's balancing all of life. And my alarm just went off, sorry, so I had to restart. But it's balancing all of life, and it literally fuels you. And so I want you to ask yourself, are you getting your energy from prana? Are you getting your energy from food and trying to rely on things that are getting toxified in the earth? Like our air, our breathing, all of that. But are you doing yoga maybe? Are you doing pranayama that you're cleaning out your lungs? Are you taking herbs to clean out your lungs? Are you doing castor oil packs? So first of all, physical. How's your relationship with air on the physical? Are you doing something to strengthen your relationship with air? Are you doing something to help your body detox from the massive amount of bombarded chemicals that we have in our society? Okay. And then mentally, how are your thoughts? Are they light and free and airy and joyous and supportive of what you're creating, or are they heavy? Are they attacking you? Are you using the word against yourself? Is your mental body overactive? So just being aware, being curious. And then heart. So how is life moving through you? How's love moving through you and in and out of you? And how are you fueling your heart? What is the quality of your prana coming into your heart? Because the prana is also going to be charged up by all the other things that you are doing to it, right? If your thoughts are toxified, if your food's toxified, and how are you building your magnetism? Because all of that is fed through the air of the way you're being, the way you hold yourself, the way you speak about yourself, the way you move. All of it interplays and talks together. And then also, what are you calling in? Are you calling in help from your spiritual realms? There's tons of books on air element and air medicine, so go ahead and look at that too, and really start to attune yourself with the power and frequency of air and how it can help you. That's the element of the season to master. Okay, let's see. Well, since we're on a moon and it's a lunar new year, let's check what kind of moon energy we have here. Work through your feelings. See, emotional heart is air, is your emotions getting stuck inside of you. Are you processing them? Are you actually feeling them? Are you running from them? So sitting with your feelings for 10 minutes, tracking it in the body, seeing where is it tense? Where is it tight? What's that speaking to me? Is there color? Is there a feeling? Is there a shape? Is there an image coming up for me? Really sitting with it. I feel a lot of you already do this practice. That's a very basic, sort of somewhat beginner practice. So the next level is actually sitting with it, feeling into the deeper truth, letting it ride through you in emotional waves, dancing it out, maybe yogaing it out, moving it through the body, but sitting with it, journaling on it, clearing it, tracking it, transmuting it, letting your guides alchemize it. I always bring my guides into it. I believe we're here to partner with divinity. So yes, you're doing lots of it, but you don't want to be doing that from your chi energy. You want to source from the source of life, from creation, from the wellspring. So this is why you bring divinity into it. So always bring your guides and angels in to help. It just makes everything better. And Aries energy might be important. Capricorn, we got Gemini and Sagittarius here. So again, the fires, this reminds me of fire too. So air and fire. And think about how air and fire interchange with each other. Okay, so those would be the elements to look up. Using, some of you I'm hearing, connect back to your past lives. when you used fires, you used fires by color, you used etheric fires to clean certain things off of you, or to harmonize certain things within you, or to bring peace, to bring calmness, to bring clairvoyancy, to bring balance. There's just different ways to use fire as an element as well, and then that factors into air. Okay, so you're leaving the past behind. That was the DNA, the karma at the very beginning, the dawn at the very beginning, new beginnings. You're leaving it all behind. So if you get sick, if you get a little throat thing, because my throat chakra has been acting up since I started this reading, go into that chakra. What do you need to clear? Sit with your solar plexus chakra, your crown, your heart, and ask, what I need to heal here? How do I bring you into balance? Solar plexus is your expression into the environment, the expression of your inner world and your soul into the outer environment, and your expression and interaction with other people. So what needs to be brought into balance there? How can you expand that? Remember, we talked about the visions you have to expand yourself into the world. 10:10 on the clock. 1 with 0. Also 6 is coming up. And Capricorn energy and Aries energy is extremely fiery. It's extremely committed. It's extremely dedicated. So I can see you're really clear about your priorities and you know where you're going. And so make sure you clean it up. Say no to distractions. Be really clear so that you can kindly say no if you need to. This is such a huge thing coming through all of this week too, is just saying no. Don't allow yourself to just be distracted and taken off the things all the time. I know there's fun things going to come up. Your energy is getting brighter, more vibrant. People are going to want to be around it. They're going to want a piece of it. They're going to want all of those things. And this is about you strengthening in self-discipline, in showing up for yourself, in showing up for your creative process in your journey, and being able to say no. Say it with love. Tell them the truth. I love doing that with you, and I love spending this time with you. Right now, I really need to focus on this creative project that's birthing through me, and I'd really love it if you could support me. Trust yourself to speak. Think it through. And then also come back to work through your feelings. So what I just said, it's going to be much easier for you to tell someone your no's or what you need when you're sitting down and you're feeling your feelings and you're knowing why you need it. And you're knowing exactly what you need before you go have those conversations with people. So that's really important to say. Leave the past behind. So again, that forgiveness piece, go clear out your subconscious. Is there anything I'm still holding on to? Is there any grudges I still have? Am I still mad about anything? What needs to be released? Show me higher self. Show me creator. Show me angels. Whatever you want to talk about with. Think it through. So this is not a time to act impulsively, and there's a lot of ideas coming through. There's a smorgasbord of opportunities coming through to us. So you can actually ask the energies to slow down so that you can kind of get through a few things at a time instead of just being bombarded with energy. So talk to your guides, talk to your angels, work with your arc field, slow it down, and then really tone the impulsiveness. So if maybe you're not feeling your feelings lately, those might just be coming out. You might just be like spewing them out, or you're getting pushed to a point where you didn't say no and you're depleted, and then it's coming out wrong. Also really think about the things that you have and the goals that you want. Are they coming from an ego place, or are they coming from a soul driven place? Do they feel easy, or do they feel hard? And is there pieces about them that you don't like? And how much of a deal breaker of those pieces is it? Like if you are trying, you say, okay, I'm gonna make a business, I'm gonna work all over the world. Okay, do you actually want to travel that much? Make sure. Okay, or do you want to do it from Zoom, from your computer, from at home? And how are you going to handle the people that want you to travel there, but you want to do it from Zoom and at home? So like thinking of these pieces and thinking it through somewhat thoroughly to just have a general idea of like structure. And the more, this is a tricky one because you want to do it in detail, but you also don't want to do it in so much detail that you can't let go of the detail and you have to force how it combines. But if you can kind of create as much detail in telling the universe what you want, and then let it go, and then let it be general, and then let the universe tweak it so it turns out even better than that, that would be great. Okay, think it through, details. So what's an example of the spirit? I'm getting Moses energy, leadership. strong leadership capacities right now, strong calls to leadership. So an example of so I have this business, I want to expand it online, I want to have these offerings, and I want to have such and such hours. I want to work predominantly from Zoom. What are my deal breakers, or like no, my absolute no's? What are the things I'm flexible on? Like that kind of general detail. So you have a general premise and idea of those kinds of things, and then you can hammer out the actual details when you lay out the plan in even more fullness. Oh yes, and actually think it through. Snake energy, they're very thoughtful. They're very intelligent planners. They're very good assessors. They sit back and they watch, and they are very patient, and they wait, and they see what's going on, and they move very slowly and very deliberately. So that is also coming through snake energy of this lunar moon cycle. Also, new moon could be significant. So this whole cycle from today, this new moon, all the way to the next new moon could be very, very significant, with peak moments at the last quarter moon of these cycles and the two last quarter moons, the next two last quarter moons, and then the next full moon, of course. Okay, so this one, see the bigger picture. So that makes a lot of sense now too. Don't worry about what's happened in the past. It's not going to keep repeating itself. Those karmic cycles are broken. You might still have some flashbacks of it, but they're done. It's been tons of confirmation readings this week, and you're going to see the bigger picture. What vision are you building? What's your ultimate goal in the end? How many people do you want to service and help? How are you going to handle challenges? Even just get some broad strokes going. Okay, what kind of help do you need? What gaps do you have in this vision that you're building? Don't be afraid to delegate. Do not try to do it all yourself. Another thing that's been coming through this little lunar cycle right now is that we need to understand how to be able to carve out time, how to delegate, and how to have a balanced schedule where we're not trying to do it all, so we don't create burnout. You want to create these big visions. Anyone who's created a big vision, they're not doing it all themselves. Do you think that the guy who owns Amazon, that Jeff B guy, do you think he does it all himself? Is he out there driving the trucks? No. Okay? He could never have even had a network like this if he didn't trust other people. And you create the system and trust other people, and trust yourself, trust your discernment, trust your starseed judgment, trust your clairvoyancy, trust your intuition to hire the right people. Okay, maybe that's pieces for some of you that I'm seeing. Like, really sit down and think of the questions you need to ask. What kind of qualities are you looking for in employees? What kind of benefits are you going to offer people to build this vision? Maybe you won't have employees. Maybe it will just be a gigantic business that you can run from your laptop. And you have digital courses. I see there's lots of different options here for some of you. I see some of you are writing a book so you can reach more masses. I can see some of you are writing how-to guides, helpful guides. I see, again, like I said, YouTube or social media content creation for expertise in your field. I see you expanding, working with more children and just out in your community more. It's a really exciting energy, actually. I'm really excited for you. You're really building something quite beautiful, and you do have the skills to do it. You just gotta clean it up, get it down so that you know what that bigger picture is. So when you keep moving forward, you know what is your hell yes and your hell no's. Okay, Spirit, is there anything else you want to share in this reading? We got Queen of Swords reversed, Knight of Wands reversed, and Page of Cups. Okay, so this is